you tune into WoolieVersus, you might find yourself trapped in some fighting games.
And we're going to shove it down your throat.
Allow me to introduce your glorious champions. The Fighting Avengers.
Oh, good team.
The Unbreakable X-Men.
Good team.
Oh.
The Amazing Guardians.
Good
The
team.
Knights of Doom.
Sickest team.
You're in an alleyway.
Can't even see them.
Stay out of my face, lady! You mess with the Ghost Rider, you'll end up!
Yeah, okay.
All skill, no...
Robbie's cool,
Hey, Vamp,
as we saw.
how about some help?
And no parking, though.
This quick. Show
Blade!
Wesley.
Don't blink. Shit.
Oh.
Look at the range!
Weapons hot.
Wielding the Muramasa, by the way.
Stops the Muramasa blade.
All right.
Close your eyes.
Big Nagoriyuki energy.
Over.
They say I'm a legend.
Yo.
But I am also a ghost!
Oh, my God.
Trickster.
I've saved
Yeah.
Asgard more times than I have threatened it. Honestly. No.
Teleports, mix-ups, I'm hoping more deception. Uh-huh.
You dislike my prattling tongue, beast? You will not survive.
My...
Is this not
Rage
easier?
quitting is the ultimate fighting game sin. Let me check
Oh,
out
my
And
God.
no.
And now, time resumes.
Oh, my.
With the right voice.
FGC's favorite. How's this pose?
Jacko.
Jacko.
I love it when you...
Yoshimitsu.
Scorpion.
Hey, chat.
Get over
somebody
here.
put that.
That was a bit dumb, like.
Yes.
Foot dive.
Foot dive. Random bullshit go. Johnny Cage.
Wait. There's something else we should do. I remember. Enter the Midnight Samurai
No.
Outriders. Oh, we're cooking now.
Break that fourth wall, baby.
Get 'em!
Time
So
to step
apparently-
out of the shadows.
One does not cross a frost sight.
Everyone, get ready.
That is a great final team.
This.
For the final reveal,
All out attack.
Yo, let's save
Power
that.
of Jotunheim.
Hell is coming for you.
Yeah, okay.
excellent final team.
That's a roster, baby. That's a roster.
This isn't it.
Post beta, huh? Oh, crossplay!
Crossplay confirmed. There you go.
Let's go.
Not everyone had an announcement. That was a really, really hype one for sure. I don't know why it, like, in retrospect, looking at how I feel like you can look at Marvel Rivals picks for like feeling the pulse.
Yeah.
You can get a feel for how people are excited about, you know, characters based on their reveals and Rivals. But like, I just wasn't thinking about Blade.
I did not expect that at all.
I don't know why I wasn't thinking about Blade, but like, that's a really kind of slam dunk.
Like, were they working on the Blade thing to come back at some point?
There were.
or-
Mahershala Ali's Blade has been in development hell for the last like 10 years.
Aha.
So that was a problem. But outside of, but they're not, this is not really, they're not, I don't think they're in the, Marvel is not no longer the Marvel that's forcing MCU based property tie-ins with their character choices.
Yeah.
That was many years ago, and Tokon is doing whatever it wants. And it doesn't seem like Marvel is forcing tie-ins in any way, shape, or form. Everything is just 100% based on who's a good fit, what do people want, who's interesting, who do you not know that you would want.
Mhm.
Danger? Okay, cool, let's grab it.
Let's put it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know why I just wasn't thinking about it. But Blade's great. That's a super
sick pick.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, so the lore, according to the page, is that Blade, he's got the Muramasa blade, so he's fully weeabooed up, right? He's studied the blade and it turns red and all that shit. With Deadpool, he found a like strategy guide for fighting games by breaking the fourth wall. And so now he's making references to every other fighting game
Anything he wants, yeah.
in order to maximize the appeal of the current game that he's in. So there it is, right?
Deadpool can do it, man.
Yeah, and look, like I really thought he had a fun appearance in Marvel 3. You know, like have gun will shoot, but like This just going all out like, hey FGC, hi, this one's for you. Run it.
Even with the rage quit in?
Run it. He's doing the Jacko pose.
Yep.
Yeah.
You recognize that pose, you know?
So good stuff there. That's a really, really solid final roster. And with that, the whole game rounds out to 20 characters. If they're changing everything, or if you, like, there was a lot of complaints about the wall transitions beforehand.
Okay.
So they made it so that there's not as many transitions, but a lot of these stages were designed to see
the other part.
To get dusted into wall to wall to wall. If you're not going to see it as much, kind of like with Gulity Gear, does it make sense to design it that way? You know, would people rather it just be like the X Mansion where there are no breaking walls? I don't know, but
that's a pretty good roster and place for DLCs, you know?
Yeah, and it's like, okay, so 20 characters, good place to start, you know? The fact that you're picking 4 at a time means you're going to see them a lot. And one issue has always been real, which is the 3v3 games, you run through the roster faster. Like, the bigger the team size, the more you get used to seeing the characters.
Yeah.
So the less it feels like it lasts. You know? I wonder if that's going to feel accelerated by having it like this now. Because another way of looking at this is there are 5 teams. Right? That's not accurate. But like the perception of like there are 5 groups of characters,
the perception of it
that. So I'm like,
at quick glance.
Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna feel. I know that with Marvel Vanilla, kind of it didn't even have a second to breathe before they dropped Ultimate. But with Skullgirls and with Dragon Ball, you know, early on, I do feel like you started to feel that roster size really quickly. Do you agree?
It might be a bit scary. The game does say you can play with 1 character. I expect at higher level, it's going to be better to switch and use like every character. At 20, it might be surprising, actually, I think we might see a little bit of like, oh, okay, these 2 characters, a lot of people are playing them, and then you got 2 oddballs on the team to make it different. And I hope that it changes like the synergy of the team as well, to make it like varied.
Yeah. Because
if it's like the same all over the place and the same kind of combos, then yeah, it might get stale a bit fast.
One thing's for sure is so it is true that the system is different in that you don't have to tag. You can just stick to your main character the whole time.
Yeah.
And anyone who doesn't want to is probably not going to switch characters. I can see a whole lot of people that say, I don't mesh with tag games. It's too much going on. I'd rather keep it simple. I'm going to stick to my own. And there's, you know, a whole lot of discussion about like how the difference between that versus a game where you must see all 3 characters. I know that one of the recent discussions they've been having is that the damage has gone, or the damage scaling, you will do more damage by tagging to your older characters in the middle of your combos.
Right.
So that is something where, you know, I think splitting the difference between, let's say you're a beginner and you kind of just are like happy to just press buttons and stick with that one thing. You don't really care about necessarily the output per se. You're playing your one character, playing a Spider-Man the whole time is more important to you than like winning.
Yeah.
So you will just play a Spider-Man. But then I think, you know, once you get a little bit more intermediate or so, or even a beginner advanced, I definitely expect people are going to be like, yo, I want to fucking tag to my partner and use the whole system that I have. And, you know, even if it means then I'll switch back to my partner, to my main, I'll do that. But like the game is definitely trying to incentivize you to cycle.
Switch and change and tag and assemble.
Yeah, because admittedly, it would be a bad idea to make a game where you had the option, but then you had no reason to. I don't think that's a good design.
No, for sure.
You know, they didn't want you to just pick one strong character with no assists. They could have had the choice to do that, and instead they discussed in the interviews that they're like, no, we wanted a crazy Marvel feeling game all about assembly. You know, so ultimately they do want you to like use your team and assemble them and all that stuff. The goal is not necessarily for you to not learn how to use anybody, but it is a passive benefit of this. But yeah, I hope the only thing I'll say is, like, in Loki's footage, we saw a lot of like spell casting and stuff. We saw like 1 or 2 teleports. I hope there's more tricksterism to show for him, because that's what the character should be about.
Yeah, we saw a little bit, just a tiny
little
bit.
teleports, little cross up here, you know,
a few sword swings here and there.
And I certainly hope that there's more to it that like confuses the opponent, or who I don't know, you know, maybe like calls out you, maybe becomes one of your assists, you know, or something. Like maybe there's something to like the fact that this is a game with a lot of people jumping out on screen, and Loki can use the fact that that's confusing to trick you.
I'm cooked.
Maybe he can jump in as one of your partners, but then actually attack you instead, or something. Like, I didn't summon Danger, what? And then she hits you, or you know what I mean? Like, maybe there's something you can do that's fun. I hope so.
Good cast, a lot of good returning, and plenty of good new stuff that people were expecting and hoping for. Do you have a pick already, like first 4 characters that you will try?
Blade Magic are a lock.
Magic and Blade.
Blade Magic is a lock. And then after that, it could go a couple ways. Hulk is always a fave. You know, just on childhood vibes. Carnage, I've wanted Carnage to be a character for a long time, so that could be interesting. Danger could be interesting. Star-Lord I still think is really cool. It's a little bit like, I know what he does now, so you know, I could go back to that. Yeah, I could go back to Star-Lord, and I still like the Dante vibes from Star-Lord. But I could do like Magic, Star-Lord, Hulk, Blade. I could see that being possible.
Magic, Star-Lord, Hulk, Blade. Okay.
And I'll have to see what Danger feels like as well, because she's interesting.
Seems weird with like the projectiles and things. Yeah,
maybe there. And then Carnage and Doom are also possibilities. Doom is just pure aura and vibes. He's just super sick.
Yeah.
I like his targeting laser. Seems like it's has good application, but in terms of just like playing neutral and having fun with it, those are the ones I'm looking at. What about you?
I want to mess with Carnage a little bit. Green Goblin as well. I don't want to say the whole Knights of Doom though, because Magnus.
Just run the villain team.
Just run the villain team.
Just say you want to run the villain team.
I kind of want to try all 4 of the Knights of Doom, honestly.
Yeah.
But to know if I'm gonna like put them in a team, we'll see about that.
Watching Magneto play, I mean, it's super cool. The magnetism aspect of like the fact of, you know, him getting buffs off of like the floating metal in the air and stuff is sick. Not my style, but I think it looks pretty.
Yeah, he looks pretty cool and different from like before, like previous renditions of Magneto. You know, Deadpool seems pretty fun as well.
That definitely is a possible. Yeah, that's a wild card. You can go anyway with that.
And yeah, I'm a sucker for Storm and Wolverine, even though I don't really play them in games.
Okay.
I kind of want to like see how it goes. Like Wolverine seems really, really cool.
Yeah, I know that I'm gonna be you're gonna be fighting a lot of Wolverine and Spider-Man.
Yeah, game, that's for sure.
I don't need to contribute to the army. I'm okay to play around.
Time for some onigiris.
Yeah, and do you know why he likes onigiri?
Why?
You'll find out. For a very good reason, actually. No more Thin Bob. We are committing to big.
The root cause of conflict. Join me, and we'll feed the world.
How dare you make him thin?
Okay.
Perfect press.
Get ready for the next battle. Section 8.
Sammo Hung has returned.
The hero has arrived.
And Sammo wishes he was that quick.
I mean, Sammo wishes he could fucking kickflip, I'll tell you what. But no, his movement is This is the inspiration. Go watch SPL, you know?
Wow. Okay.
Big man moving like he shouldn't be moving.
That's always cool to see. Yeah.
Especially when you see people doing it for real. And that outfit?
My perfect body.
That's, to me, that's Samo. Right? It's also very Chen Sinzan. But like, yeah, they know what they're doing with the reference.
Oh yeah, Anna. I wonder if she's still a problem.
I don't think so. That was like 3 what? Weight and power.
You got the
Float like a butterfly.
the bubbles appearing.
Yeah, you're talking like 4 patches ago.
You know why I love eating onigiri?
Why?
Yeah, they're back to basics.
Because onigiri also means to slay devils.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you serious, Bob?
Onigiri.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck your stupid devil gene. I love that line. That's great.
Oh my god. What a cornball.
Yo, the real cornball is these stupid devils that are killing the world. Any reason to hate on a Mishima is a good reason.
There you go.
Any day is a good day.
You'll need to spend the rest of your life paying for all your sins.
Exactly.
Damn, that's a huge plate.
Fuck Mishimas. All my homies hate Mishimas. If you hate a Mishima, you're my homie too.
Step on their shoes. Step on it.
Telling you.
All right. Speed and wait.
Yeah.
Let's go, Bob.
Okay. Now, very important. Yeah. Do you remember? How's your internet meme? Lore?
I remember that meme. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This thing.
Good. Just making sure.
It reached me.
And soon Roger and they.
No, sugar.
No.
Silliness.
Great bit. Solid
Oh my
bit.
God.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I always wondered if that kangaroo clip was real or not.
It was super real.
And I thought it was super real. And somebody was like, no, it was fake. And I'm like, but that was before before things were fake.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
That's
I know.
insane.
I
No,
know.
that thing popped up and was very real. 100. No.
That kangaroo was shook.
And the thing is as long as it's not kicking you, you might stand a chance.
Yeah, the kick is what's going to
If
murder
the feet
you.
get involved,
The kick is
you
what's
are a
going to
human
disembowel
being
you.
with human neck muscles and human bones. Bye.
Yep.
But
That's going to rip you open.
But the shitty little hands, yeah, fine. So yeah, just keep it up top. Keep it up top. The BlazBlue character did get announced eventually.
Yeah, they showed like one image.
It was no, wait. Oh yeah, no, they didn't show any gameplay. True. And it was an existing character that had not been shown yet. So Trinity Glassfee is the character, and it's the real version of Platinum the Trinity.
I see.
So you remember Platinum the Trinity,
yes,
and everything
with
infamous
the big stick and the
about the
logos.
existence of that character. And so inside of that character, one of the souls is one of the 6 legendary heroes from the first game story. The BlazBlue lore fiends can finally rest and shuffle off this mortal coil.
Where's the lore video for BlazBlue?
Are you paying me? are you got a contract? You got something you want to talk to me about?
Is it that bad?
It's not Gulity Gear lore. It's far from. Realistically, it's one of those things where the lore outside of what you're seeing in the fighting game, it balloons like 10 times crazier than Gulity Gear does, with the sheer size of the cast roster and the events occurring. But also, there's so much like just, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this specific type of thing gets invented to deal with this. Like, there's so much, like,
Okay.
do you know what I mean? Like, there's so much just like,
But then you insert A prime,
and it's just built on top of each other and slapped and slapped on top, because there's all these other sequels to every other thing, right? And so like, yeah, you know, when you're just like, okay, so Platinum the Trinity, who's that and what's going on? It's like, okay, well, Platinum the Trinity is actually 3 characters in one. There's a boy inside her body, and there's a girl inside her body, and then there's the hero inside her body, and then the girl has the one personality, and the boy is a different character with a different personality, and they have their own stories and stuff. And technically the body of that character is not actually a real human. It's a body that is kind of like Lambda, New, Mu 13, etc., which is a specific type of unit. So to begin with, those two were already there. Don't ask too much about how that came to be. But then the hero got placed in there, because the reason why the hero Trinity got placed in there was because the ghost possessing Jin, which is actually Terumi, who then goes on to hang out with what's his face, with the hat, smooth criminal, Hazama. Terumi, the real evil, like was one of the heroes too, but he separated and killed her or betrayed her or whatever, and something happened that led to her soul being like dropped inside of this container instead, so that she couldn't access her real body. And now, do you understand what like?
Okay, all right.
And like that is like the toppest, surfacest level of what that is. And you know, while you're learning about that, you're hearing names and things that sound like other, like, you know, I read like Konoe, and I'm like, oh, Kokonoe, and it's like, no, Konoe. That's another. That's
yeah. There's a lot of like characters that become someone else.
Yeah. No, Jin becomes Hakumen when you put the Murakuma unit on, and then that's an alternate reality timeline. And you know, even though his entire childhood memory trauma was from Terumi terrorizing him, and then he goes up to hate Jin, or to hate Ragna. When he separates, then they get passed out or whatever, and that's in an alternate timeline where Rachel is involved and she's hanging out there. But when Rachel is there, Valkenhayn is also one of the legendary hero. It just,
you know way too much,
and I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I know nothing. But that's my point. So if you're gonna ask a question, you better fucking mean it.
Got it.
Or you better pay me. All right.
Up next, Lux and Samira reveals the 2XKO.
And I'll be your beacon when you need it most.
Big popular character, big popular pick.
I've heard that name.
Shoryuken, body projectile, fireball, rich lady white kick. And there you go.
Got it.
Essential. If you want to overthrow the Ari costume mafia,
no, you can't do that.
This is how you do it.
You can't do that.
Right? The girls, the gays, and Thresh. Yeah, Thresh and the girls. This is how you overthrow the Ari costume mafia. This is the new Chun-Li costume thing. This is where all of that goes.
Gotcha.
Also, look at these picks. They know exactly what they're doing. They know what they want to sell.
They're like, come on, join us. Don't forget your credit card.
Let's make some money. Yep.
You're in for the time of your life.
And this is interesting.
There you go.
This is... Can I get more info?
Samira is the one where everyone said, that's Dante.
That's Dante.
2 guns and a sword.
Yep.
Big gun sword combos.
With Dante mechanics in the game.
Precisely.
That's pretty rad.
So a lot of people were excited for that, just on the basis of like, I want a devil may character in the game, and that's who that is. So done and done.
Got it.
Yeah. We like, once I remember getting that explanation, I'm like, fucking perfect. Let's run it, right? Also, it's not Yone. Okay. And as excited as I was to have Yasuo be a character in the game, because I'm like, yo, look at this cool samurai dude. Putting his brother in as a mirror other samurai dude while we got so many more characters that you can pick that are not just that.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I see there's a weird amount of people going, no, just put them in though. And it's like, did you be more creative than that, man? Can't you pull something, you know? Like, just, yeah. Yeah. So thankfully, that's not what we're getting. That being said, they can probably, like, pick a couple more freaks that are not, like, sell you some costumes, like, ladies for a bit. Look at this season, right?
Nah.
We can chill. We can get some more freaks in there. I think after this season, you've put a lot of pretty ladies in the game. We can get something else going.
I don't want the game.
Doesn't have to be Heimerdinger, but you can get some other freaks in there, right? So yeah, there's no shortage to pick from. From what I can tell, at that very least, Lux she's just a Shoto.
Yeah,
I think she's just a Shoto. You know, seems to be what they're setting up. So perhaps like delayed beams gonna be her deal.
Oof, that's always scary.
And I certainly hope that Samira doesn't end up playing too much, because also Girl with Gun is another thing that there's like 5 of. I hope that she is very much a point blank stylish gun user and not a filling you out type.
Like Noelle type of thing, where she just spins the guns in your face.
Or Dante.
Okay.
Or actually Dante. But yeah, Noelle's cool too. It doesn't have to be the full thing, but like really just truly stylishly using the guns as melee weapons. Otherwise, even though there are different types of zoners, we do start to run into some big girl gun overlap. You know, Jinx, Senna, Caitlyn, etc.
Lots of guns in League, maybe.
Yeah, which is funny too, because like Yasuo users are like, sick, more guns, please, win wall. They're keeping the hype up. Thresh just dropped out of nowhere alongside Senna, and it's been like just a week or two has passed. Evo's here, and already people are like, on to the next. And you know, this is absolutely listening to people's complaints about the fact that it took too long to, or about the fact that there weren't enough characters on launch.
And now we're shipping them.
Yes. So good on them for listening and for doing it. And it's also getting up to that, you know, that comfortable point of 20 characters or so at this pace. So
20 is a good number.